Okay. So, your GMP icon will be like this, right? I want everyone to do along with me, okay? So that if you find any issues while doing, you can clear it up. And one more thing, you can interrupt me in the middle of the meeting, okay? So do not enter anything in the chat box. I cannot see while sharing this screen. Fine? You can just unmute yourself and you can speak. Okay. You have to double click on the icon you got there. So whichever window pops up like this, you are going to close it. Got it? And now, after this will be your GMP. You will not have anything here. Okay? Since I've already used, you will get some data set which is used. Okay? So since your GMP software is new, is a new software, this will be a blank page. The board will be a blank page. Okay? So now, this is a GMP software. I need to open a file. How do I open a file? For that, you have to download some files from the lab2. So those files, like for example, if you open a Word document, we call it as Word document, right? So if you open a doc file, we call it as a PDF. Likewise, when you open a GMP software, when you open a file in the GMP software, those files are called as data sets. Okay? Remember, I told you yesterday about that. So you will find the data sets in the Blackboard. In the lab section, the last option, that is the data set. Okay? Click on that. You have two options. Since you are doing GMP, you are going to select data set GMP. Once this is done, you get a varieties of GMP files. Okay? So, let me pause here. Then, let us go back to the lab manual. How do you open your lab manual? I've already opened it. Yeah. So, once you click here, you get this, right? So, this is your chapter 1. Okay? So, chapter 1, this is easy. As I told you, this is easy. Okay? So, it is just, it includes only how to open, see, etc. Like those types that is related to GMP. Got it? So what I thought was like I just made a short note from this chapter 1 and I've described on what are we doing and what are we learning today in chapter 1. Okay? So I will be doing class activity, right? Because you have to do the team assignment on your own. Fine? So this is your team assignment. Remember, it is individual and if you are making a team, you have to notify. Got it? So, let me show you. This is what we will be learning today. We will learn how to open a file, save and rename a file in the GMP, and types of data. I hope you have learned in the chapter 1 of the theory notes. That is nothing but your continuous, categorical, numeric continuous. So like these type of data. And you will have to mention the level of measurement, ratio, interval, like that. Fine. So I will be taking two types of data sets, but in your assignment, you have to choose, you have to download whichever data set has been mentioned in your assignment session. Okay. So next, first one is I will teach you how to open a file, save and rename a file, types of data, then random samples, how to obtain a random sample. In the sense, when you have 1,000, 10,000 or 20,000 data, okay, so if I need only 500 samples from those, then how do I obtain that? Maybe not be random, in an ordered way, not like 1 to 500, but I'm obtaining a random sample. It is like a jumbled data which you get out of those 10,000 populations, you get 500 populations. Okay, like that. Fine. So let's start. So as I told you, I need two data sets for this. One is CH movie and the other one is there. So let me go and download it. Where do I get those data sets? In the Blackboard. Go here, data sets GMP, and then I'm going to download this. See, it is downloaded. Go back and let me download one more, that is CH movie. Okay, and in your assignment, it has been asked for multi GMP. This is the data set which you will be downloading for your assignment. Okay, I will not be doing that, you have to do it. Right? Okay. Now let me go and open it. You can open it directly from the download section, or you can go to GMP and then you can open a file. So how do you open a file from GMP? So remember, these two will be a blank, like a white screen for you all. Okay, it will be very blank. So for me, since I have already used it, I will get the data set whichever I have used. So go to File, New, go to File, Open. Okay, go to File, Open. We are going to open a file. So go to File, Open. It will take you to the download section. If not, if it is taking you to the document or there is something like that, go back to the download section and you will find the data sets. So I'm going to open CH movie. Okay, so this is your data set. Got it? As you can see, we have some 50 collections of data. Fine. Oh, there is no problem till here, right? Okay. Now, we have learned how to open a file. This is done. The first one is done. And what about the second one? It is save and rename the file. How do you save it and rename it? Right? We don't do it very often in the GMP, like in your compared to your assignment. You will not be saving it. But let me show you how to do it. So again, go to File, how to save. Okay. So this is how you save a file in the GMP. Go to File, click on Save As. Okay, you can put it in any sections in my computer. Let me go and put it in the document section. So what I'm going to do is renaming the file. How do you rename it? Go and click on the file name, erase the name, and then you can keep the name. Okay, and do not change anything over here. It should be .gmp. Okay, that is the extension for the GMP software. So I have already renamed a name. Okay, now I'm going to save it. Fine. Can you see here? It has been renamed. Okay, earlier it was CH movie, now it is lab2. I have renamed the name of a data set. Okay, now let me close this. Okay, and I will check whether I can open the saved file or not. I have already saved, right? So let me check it. So to close this, and then you will get that in the recent file. If not, go here to form file, then open. You have saved it in documents, right? So go here and find for it. The name of statistics is here. Okay? Open. That's all. In you open a file, save, rename it. Okay? So we are done with the first one and the second. Third one is types of data. What do you mean by that? Go back to your lab manual. Okay. You have a table there under the types of data. Okay. Under the types of data, page 3. Okay, page 3. You have got this table. Fine. This table is very important for you to do the assignment. Okay. So the answer for your question is the table only. Right? So let me tell you what is this GMP. GMP in the sense you will obtain the information of the variable from the GMP. Okay, you are going to fill those information in this column. First you have to create a table. Okay, and then type of data and level of function. These two will be the text code. Suppose your GMP, the variable in the GMP, if that is numeric continuous, then what is your type of data? It will be quantitative continuous. Level of measurement is ratio or interval. This is how you have to follow this table and fill your assignment questions. Okay. So for that, let me go back to the GMP. Okay. So how do I find the GMP for the variables? What do I mean by the variable? The one here. Okay. The movie, company, land, tobacco, alcohol. So these headings, okay, we call it as heading. But in GMP we call it as variables. Okay. So anything below that we call it as a data of the variable. Okay. Remember, these are called the variables. Okay. Fine. So now we know what are the variables. Okay, let me find out what are the types of data first. First you have to find out the GMP and then so first you will be finding out what is the GMP and then you will have to select the corresponding type of data and level of measurement from table 1.1 in your lab. Okay, so back here. Fine. So what you have to do is to find, click on the variable. Okay, you can do the double click or if you click once and then right click. Okay, right click and then you get various options. From that, go to lower and select column 2. Fine, you get this. You can rename any, but don't do it. Okay. So these variables are fixed. So do not change or rename or name the data variables. Now, we will find the data type here. It is character nominal. Got it? Now, I have got the GMP for the variable movie. The GMP for the variable movie is character nominal. So how to find the type of data and level of measurement? As I said, you can character nominal, right? It's here. The GMP is character nominal. Then what is the type of data? It is categorical. What is the level of measurement? It will be nominal. Okay, type of data is categorical and level of measurement is nominal for character nominal GMP. This is how you find out. And later I will show you how to create a table, how to prepare a Word document, the format of that. Okay. So this is how you find out the type of data and level of measurement. Done. Okay. If you want me to fix the other variable also, I can show it. Let me go here. You can just double click or you can go just right click on that column info or you can just double click on it. We got this. And the GMP for the company is character nominal again. And then you find out what is the type of data, what is the level of measurement. Okay. Let me close this. So we are done with this. I don't want this data file. I will open another data file. Okay. So opening the file is done. save and rename a file is done. Type of data is also just now. Now, the last one is a random set. There is one more addition that is, I can see that is sorting out. Okay, sort out. Sort out in the sense like if you have a variable called as set. Okay, you have a variable called as set in the small tab. And under set you have female and male, right? So if I want to know how many members are females and how many are male, then I will sort out the variable. Okay, after sorting out, you will get a number, like how many are there and how many are females and how many are males. That is why we sort out. So fourth one is how to obtain a random sample. This is very important. Okay. So how to obtain a random sample? For that, let me go and open this where file. You can open from the recent file, or you can go to file, open, and then open the where file. Okay. I've opened this. Okay. This is one more type of data set. Now, how do I obtain a random sample? For that, go to tables. Okay. Table, and then click on the subset. Click on subset. Fine. You will get this window, small window. You should not change anything here. Okay, do not change anything here except the sampling size. Change the sample size. What do you mean by random sample? When you have a large number, or you say, if I want only 10 number of samples out of 100, or if I need only 5 samples out of 50, then I'm going to create a subset. Subset in this is, that subset includes only the number of data whichever you want. Okay. So for example, I am going to give like 30. Okay. Depending upon the total numbers. Here in the where the total number is 54, as you can see here. See, it is 54, right?
Did you say 30 or 50?
I say 30. Sampling size is 30, okay? But the total number of data present in the data set is 54. Okay, suppose if you give the sampling size as say 60, it doesn't make sense, right? So that is why before you create a subset or before you give a random size, a sample size, you have to say what is the amount of data present in the data set. Okay, now it is 54. So I have to select a number which is less than 54. Let me go and select it as 30. Okay, just remember, you have to do not select it. Okay, it should be in the all rows. Okay, just change the number to 30. Okay, and then click on OK. You get one more window which is called as subset. Okay, see, the name is a subset of fields. Okay, fine. And after when we see your assignment question, it says you to open a small boundary, right? So, and also, yeah, it's here. So, first one is you will be opening the GMP file, and then you have to obtain a random sample set. Okay, that is from 70 to 100. You are going to obtain a random sample size between 70 to 100. Okay, you have to choose a number between that. It's already given. Now your random sample size, the range of your random sample size is already given, which is 70 to 100. And make sure you select a number between 70 to 100 while doing your assignment. Got it? And then you have to save it. Keep it in very safe place, because that is the only data set you will be using for your rest of your assignment. Till lab test, will be using that data set. Okay, so make sure you save it properly. Fine. If not, you will have to redo lab 1 again if your success is not there. So make sure you save it in a proper way. Okay. After that, you have to list out the name, create a table as I told you, and then I'll show you how the table should look like. Third one I will tell you. And coming to the fourth one, it says that discuss if the sample that you obtained is likely to be representative of the whole population. In the sense, like assume that there are 1,000 observations or 1,000 number of people. Okay, and I am going to randomly pick up some, say 70. Okay, 70 number of people. And will that 70 number of people represent to 1,000 number of people? Yes or no? Must be your answer. Okay? If yes, you have to give the reason. If no, then also you have to give the reason. Okay? So that is left to you. I am not going to answer that question. And the part 5, the first question is just summarizing whatever you have learned in the lab 1. Okay, right from opening a file, saving a file like that, just be short. Maybe some 6 to 7 lines, that is enough. Okay, I just have to know whether you have learned something or not. So part 5, you have to answer it. Okay, so that is how you answer your assignment question. So yeah, I have left out with one more, that is sorting out, right? So after taking your random sample, you get the subset of bears or subset of small town, like that, subset of the data set. Okay, this is it, how to create a random sample. Now let me close this. Okay, now I told you how to obtain a number of females and number of males. Let me assume that 1 is a male, 2 is a female. Okay, I'm assuming the number. So let me go and sort it out. So then go to table, click on sort. Okay, table, sort, and I am sorting out the variable set, right? So for that, select that and then click on by. Okay, click on by. And then it is okay. That's it. So that's one more window in which you can see that 1. Okay. So total number of males are 35. Remaining are females. Okay. So this is how to sort out and find out the number of female and male. Okay. So this is your lab 1. Very easy and short. Got it? So, and yeah, now let me show you the format of your lab 1. See? First, you have to enter your name, date, and then this will be actually, since taking more than 1 character, so I used to give them a code. So now you guys have in one section, so code is not needed. Okay, just write your name, date, and then if you have a team, then you have to write both your team members' name here, and then mention the date. Okay, and tell whatever you have done. First is you will open a file, GMP file called as file, which is located in data set. Okay. The second one is you have to determine the paper. Before that, you have to obtain a sample set, random sample set. Like suppose if you choose 80, I told you your assignment questions as already mentioned, right? You have to select a sample size between 70 to 100. So suppose if I'm selecting it as 80, then write down as 80. Okay? So that is why I have left it blank. So you have to write your number of samples there. Yeah. And you have to keep it in a very safe place. After that, you are going to create a table like this. Okay? I believe everyone know how to create a table in Moodle. Okay? So after doing this, you have to list out the variable names present in your data set. In my data set, the variable name is different. In your data set, since you will be opening JMP or small town, your variable name will be different. Okay, these are the variable names for the small town data set. Okay, now I'm going to obtain a GMP for the ID. You know how to obtain GMP, right? You just have to double click on the variable or else right click, column info, you will get the GMP information there, enter it. Suppose I see it as character nominal, okay, if ID is character nominal, okay. What is my type of data and level of measurement? Go back to your lab manual and check your table 1.1. Yeah, that's fine. So in this character nominal, it is categorical. Type of data is categorical. Okay. So now, suppose I say my GMP for ID is character nominal. What is my type of data? That is character.
Did you stop sharing?
Sorry? Oh.
Did you stop sharing your screen?
Thank you. Yeah. So, if your GMP is character nominal, the type of data is categorical, level of measurement will be nominal. Where did you obtain this information? From table 1.1 in your lab manual 1. Got it? For example, text. This is just an assumption, okay? This is not a right answer. I'm just telling you how to pick up the information from the lab manual, okay? So now let me say, so it comes under character. Let me select a new one. Okay, let me go for the height. So assume it is numeric continuous. Okay, you have to get this information, GMP label from the small town, okay? You have to double click on a variable or else just go and right click on it, column info, you will get the GMP for the variable. So my GMP for the variable height is numeric continuous. And what is the type of data? Go here. So here is the numeric continuous. Choose the corresponding type of data and level of measure. That is quantitative continuous and ratio or interval into level of measure. Okay? You're going to enter those information. That's it. So this is how you fill your table to the third question. Okay, the meaning you have to do it. And then fourth part, as I told you, you have to answer that question. And the fifth part is just summarizing the lab 1. Okay, this one's it. And any doubts in the lab 1?
I do have a question.
Yeah.
For the fourth part that we discussed with the sample we obtained is likely to be representative of a whole population. Is that something that we should refer back to our lecture about? And if what?
No.
Which section do you think? Which one?
You do not have to refer your lecture notes to that. It's just a simple idea. Okay? Suppose if you select it randomly, okay, when you are selecting a data or when you are selecting a thing randomly, are those data representing the whole data? Say suppose you have 4 members in your family and I'm choosing only one, or I'm choosing some random. Say it's a big family of 15 to 20 members, okay? A community of 15 to 20 members. I am randomly picking up some 5 people and I say that those 5 people will represent the whole 20 members of the family. Okay, remember I'm choosing them randomly. Okay, whether it can be represented or not is the question. I think you have the answer in the lecture notes too. You can refer the lecture notes. I think it will be in chapter 1 or chapter 2 of your lecture notes.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? I will upload this in the Blackboard, this format. You can follow. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
I get like we're getting all the information from the data that we're downloading, but like on number 3, what does that have to do with like the table? Like I don't see how it relates to each other. That's what I'm confused on.
Why do we have to do this table?
Yeah, like on number 3 it says the sample size, but like are we basically just copying like?
Yeah. See, you know how to obtain a GMP, right? How do you get your GMP? You get from the GMP software. This type of data level of measurement is already given in the lab manual.
And we're just going back and forth, like, from the information.
Yeah, you're just obtaining the GMP from the GMP software. That's it. And then there's all your answers are in the lab manual for this. Okay.
Okay.
I have a question as well, a quick one. When I uploaded it through Mac, but I'm having issues opening it.
Opening the file?
Yes, so I installed it and then it's like multiple things. So then I went to my Launchpad and, because for the Launchpad it shows you all the different apps that we have and it has a DMP one, but when I click it, it takes me to my files again. And so then I tried opening and it's still not opening.
Oh, okay. So after you open your GMP, do you see anything in the recent files?
So
In this thing, do you see anything in the
recent file? So one of my locations is here we go. If that's possible, we can do this after class. I feel like I don't want to waste your time.
Okay. So yeah, you can find it in recent files, or else so you're telling that after you on file, open, it's not opening, right? So
Yeah, it's not opening.
if you have that problem, so you have downloaded your data set, right? So destination folder for that, is it in the download section?
Oh, it will go to your GMP. Okay, then.
Yeah. Just click on that, then it will directly take you to the page.
I wanted nothing popping up because it's not in there. Okay. All right. I have a question. I cannot find
org anywhere, the lab 1 document you have open to fill in the stuff?
You cannot find?
No, I can't find it like anywhere.
No, I have not yet uploaded it. I will upload it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Expression.